Okay, so to find the values of x for which y is concave down, is we have to find where the second derivative is less than 0. So first thing we need to do is we want to find where the second derivative is equal to 0 or the second derivative does not exist. So we're going to go ahead and find the second derivative. So if we find first derivative first, then we find the second derivative, set it equal to 0. So we're going to factor. I factored out a negative 12. Then I can factor out the x squared minus x minus 2. Okay. So then I'm going to use the zero product property. If you're wondering what happened to that negative 12, I divided negative 12 to both sides, and 0 divided by negative 12 is 0. So I get x equals to 2 and x equals to negative 1. These are also called possible points of inflection. So we're going to go ahead and check the sign of the second derivative because we're trying to see where the second derivative is less than 0. So I'm going to go ahead and use the factored form because it's easier to find the derivatives. Notice that I'm always going to multiply by a negative number. So I'm going to choose the number to the left of negative 1. So I'm going to have negative 12 times a negative times a negative. So that's going to give me a negative. If I choose 0, I'm going to have a negative times a negative times a positive. And if I choose 3, I'm going to have a negative. Okay, so where is the second derivative less than 0 or negative? When x is less than 1 or when x is greater than 2?